everyone, I hope you've had a lovely week. Now today's recipe is going to be all about Christmas. Yes, because Christmas is coming very soon and I love Christmas. I think I tell you this every year. Anyway, I'm at the Toastmade Studios, got my apron on, and I'm going to do some Christmas cookies. And these are the type of cookies that you can decorate and hang on the tree. We're going to start by making the cookie dough, and it's really easy. It's just a few ingredients. Got a flour, icing sugar, butter, salt, 1 egg, and some flavourings. So I will put the quantities for everything on my website, on my blog, and now you can subscribe to that. So get yourself a monthly newsletter, and I'm going to do like an extra special, there's going to be a secret recipe in there somewhere, so that's worth subscribing to. Yes, anyway, so the full recipe will be there. Now I'm actually going to use a food processor, like so, to make the dough. And I like to use these because it basically means less handling of the butter and the flour, and whenever you do these kind of doughs or pastry, it's really good to have cold hands, cold work surfaces, and cold appliances. 2.5 cups of flour, cold butter, icing sugar, 1 egg, pinch of salt, drop of vanilla essence, and a little bit of almond essence. We're going to pulse this until it forms big kind of lumps. Okay, now it's ready to just pull together with your hands. So as you can see there, it's like turned into a big lump, and that's your dough. Now just tip this out onto a work surface, and we're just going to bring it all together with our hands. You don't need to handle it too much, okay? Just literally squidge it together so it forms your nice ball of biscuit dough. There we go, like so. And I'm going to leave this to chill in the fridge for about an hour, hour and a half, okay? Once your dough has chilled, you can now roll it out and cut out your cookie or biscuit shapes. So again, I've got all my Christmassy shapes. I like doing this. It really gets me in the mood for Christmas. And of course, this is something, if the kids are getting a bit bored, you can just set them to work by making all the decorations for Christmas. Yes, it's a good idea. It takes ages. They'll be busy all day. So lightly flour, a work surface, and a rolling pin. You want to roll the dough until it's about 1/2 centimetre thick. Now when you roll dough, I always kind of roll it a few times and then give it a turn, and that kind of helps to stop it sticking to your work surface. Another tip as well now is get your oven preheating, okay? Because once you've cut out all your shapes, then you can start baking them. 1 Christmas tree. Right, we want a few of those. Gotta have a good star. And of course, the old gingerbread men. Even though this is not gingerbread, I'm gonna make people. Christmas people. Also, if you don't have all the cutters that you need, then just make stencils. I do that quite often. So I might just draw some candy canes, because candy canes are pretty cool. Very Christmassy. So keep going until you've used up all your dough. Get yourself a baking tray with some greaseproof paper on, and you're going to carefully now place the figures onto your baking tray, leaving a little gap in between because they're going to grow. Now, quick tip, if you do want to make these biscuits to hang somewhere in the house on the tree, then make sure you put a hole into the biscuit now before you bake them, and then you can tie a little piece of ribbon around it. So, but once you've baked them, it's really hard to do. So I'm using a straw. You could use something like a chopstick and just poke a hole straight in, like so. Now, biscuits go in for 7 minutes. Temperature is on about 370 Fahrenheit, about gas mark 5, about 190 degrees C. So once your biscuits are lightly golden, then they're ready. So my biscuits have cooled down and they're on a wire rack. I'm going to make the icing all the frosting. And you want this to be really quite thick because it needs to just like layer the biscuits, and then you can decorate on it. So again, I'm going to use the food processor, but you can just beat this by hand in a bowl if you want. I'm going to add butter. It's about 90 grams worth. And then we're going to add icing sugar a bit at a time. So there's a lot of icing sugar going in there, about 3 cups worth. I'll start with 1 cup. So once you see it's kind of made a nice smooth paste, then we can add more. 2nd cup going in. And about a teaspoon of vanilla also going in. Now at this point actually, if you were doing like candy canes and you wanted them to be minty, then you could also put some mint flavouring instead of the vanilla. Okay, last cup. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of water, 1 dessert spoon of water. So this is what the consistency is like. Okay, it's pretty soft still, but if you want to add a bit more water, if you're finding it too hard to spread, then just add like a teaspoon of water at a time. Okay. I'm going to separate my icing into some different bowls so then I can make different colours. Right, get some green in there. And now I would get my cookie, get some of the icing. Just gonna have a thin layer now. Best to put a good layer on first, and then you can just trim out, make the edges all tidy. And now I can have lots of fun getting all your nice sparkly decorations out. And just do whatever you fancy. Sparkles, glitter galore. So there we go, 1 done. I hope you have lots of fun making yourself some Christmas cookies. Please leave me your comments. Love hearing from you guys, and yeah, send me pictures. I want to see how creative you can get. If you haven't hit subscribe, I do new recipes every single week for you, so make sure you do that. It's up there. And I will see you all very soon.